Question number 35. Solve the system's equation graphically and check. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sketch the graph of y equals x plus 4. So if you remember, equations like this are written in the form y equals mx plus b, where m represents our slope and b represents our y-intercept. So if I look at my equation, I have y equals 1x plus 4, so that means I have a 1 attached to my x. So I can say that my slope is 1 over 1, and my y-intercept is 4. So that means I'm going to start at 4 and go up 1, right 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go up 1, right 1. Now I could also plot this in y equals and then hit second graph and then just plot my table of values. That's another way to do it. But linear functions you should be able to do by hand. So now I'm going to draw a line going through my points, and I'm going to label it y equals x plus 4. Now I'm going to graph y equals negative 2x plus 1. So if I look at this equation, my slope is going to be negative 2 over 1 because that's the number attached to x, and my y-intercept is going to be 1. So I'm going to start at 1, and then I'm going to go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. And I keep doing that until I run out of room. And now I'm going to go backwards and go up 2, left 1. 1, 2, 1. And I can already see that I have a nice point of intersection. Now I draw a line going through those points. So I have y equals negative 2x plus 1. And I can see that my point of intersection is at negative 1, comma 3. So my solution is going to be negative 1, comma 3. Now the question is saying to check it, so we have to now plug that point into both of our equations. So if we look, our first equation was that y equals 1x plus 4. And we said our solution was negative 1, 3. So now we're going to plug in negative 1 for x and then 3 for y. So I have 3 equals 1 times negative 1 plus 4. Now I can type this into my calculator or I can do it mentally. 3 is going to be equal to 1 times negative 1 is a negative 1. And then I add 4. And I do get 3 is equal to 3. So that means that works. Now I'm going to plug into my second equation, which was the y equals negative 2x plus 1. We're going to do the exact same thing and plug in negative 1 for x and 3 for y. So I have 3 equals negative 2 times negative 1 plus 1. Now I'm going to simplify the right side. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. So I get 3 is equal to 2 plus 1. And we know 3 is equal to 3 because 2 plus 1 is 3. So that works. That's how we would do a check for this. We would just plug it back into both equations.